So the Reading for a Change program is a program that I have implemented here through our department at 3 different institutions in Colorado. It's in 2 jails and a work release center. It's a program that involves myself or some of my student volunteers to go into these correctional facilities and record incarcerated parents reading children's books to their kids.
This one's for all 3 of you, but especially for America. It's called My Pony by Susan Jeffers. I want a pony. I want a pony more than anything else in the world.
We then edit the recordings down, burn them onto a CD, and then send the recordings and the books home to their kids. So even though mom or dad have to be away, they still can read a book to their children at night. Most of the research involves understanding the impacts that incarceration has on parent-child relationships, which I'm sure you can imagine are pretty bad, are detrimental. But so this gives a little bit of a way. It's not going to solve all of the problems, but at least it's going to let the children know that mom and dad are still there for them, and if there's somebody at home worth waiting for.
I love all 3 of you. You're beautiful. You're talented in all your different ways. Everest, you're a technological genius. America, you're amazing with your horses at your rodeos. You are talented. Robert, you just won. We'll find out what your special talent is. I love you all.
Yeah, so we've had nothing but positive feedback from the parents. It's just a good, easy program that people really find rewarding, both from our end, the student volunteers that I work with myself, but also from the jail administration level, and of course the families. It's a win-win all over. Yeah, so one of the lines of research that I'm continuing to conduct is legalization of cannabis in Colorado and the impacts of it. I gave a lecture about that today to a research methods class here at the University of Northern Colorado. 2 lines of research from that are the impact on police departments. Both the current project I'm working on is police officers within Colorado and their perception of how their duties have changed, but also a recent publication I had was looking at police officers in states bordering Colorado and overall what they think of it. The challenges of operating marijuana dispensaries and kind of what we call the pseudo-legal industry, where the federal government still finds marijuana illegal, but in the state of Colorado it is legal as long as you are an adult, 21 years or older. So what we found there in a nutshell is that a lot of people are making money off of the marijuana industry in Colorado. Not so much the dispensary owners and managers, due to being nickel and dimed, not being able to write off business expenses, people driving up their rent, trying to get in on the marijuana industry, of course, federal illegality of it, the fact that most banks are afraid to touch the marijuana industry, so it was mostly a cash-only business, and it's led to a lot of challenges that most other businesses do not face. While I was at LVC, I had a conversation with Dr. Carolyn Haynes, who was an early mentor of mine, and she said something that I still use for my students. She said, if you have the ability, and you can, volunteer as much as you can on any break that you have. And I took that to heart. I went back every summer and volunteered in places in Philadelphia, got to learn the criminal justice system firsthand, and what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do. So I felt like I was fortunate throughout all of my education that I had wonderful mentors, starting at Lebanon Valley College. So I know that I was fortunate to get great mentorship, so I want to pay that forward.